as our Apple TV 4K 2022 explains. This model is here to replace the still relatively new Apple TV 4K 2021, and it's making its case with a more affordable price and a few tweaks here. But how does it stack up against the previous model? Unlike some of Apple's other hardware, streaming devices don't cycle in and out on an annual or biannual basis. The new Apple TV 4K 2022, though, is targeting new users as much as it is by lowering its price by a cool $50 while upgrading internal storage. Apple's pricey streaming device isn't as glaringly overpriced as it used to be. On top of that, you get the A15 Bionic chip for faster performance and the HDR10 Plus support for improved picture quality. Price. We believe the Apple TV 4K 2022's best feature isn't one of its internal upgrades, but the $50 difference across the Apple TV 4K 2022. And it's not too. Yes, finally, Apple has lowered the price of its excellent streaming device, and it also upgraded internal storage at the same time. The Apple TV 4K 2022 starts at $129 with 64 GB of storage, while the $179 Apple TV 4K both include the 2021 SIRI remote. Design and ports. Still a shiny black box, the new Apple TV 4K 3.7x 3.7x 1.2 inches is slightly smaller than the 2021 Apple TV 4K 3.9x 3.9x 1.4 inch. One change we did not expect to see is that the Apple TV 4K's Gigabit Ethernet port is only available on its pricier model, the $149 128 GB. This Ethernet-equipped model includes Thread networking support, which was in all models of the 2021 device. Smart home devices on the Matter standard will work on the new Apple TV 4K. Both the 2021 and 2022 Apple TV 4K have HDMI 2.1 support, which enables higher data rates from 80 gigabits per second up to 48 HDMI 2.1 support. As it did last year, does make us wonder if Apple could update the new Apple TV software to support 8K. No such feature was announced, and it's unclear if the rest of the hardware could support it. Essentially, HDMI 2.1 is future-proofing. Performance. We could never have accused the Apple TV 4K of being slow, but those charges will have an even harder time sticking this year. The Apple TV 4K 2022 runs on the A15 Bionic processor, which Apple says enables up to 50% faster CPU performance, which should enable snappier responsiveness and expect up to 30% faster GPU performance, which you'll want if you're an Apple Arcade user on the Apple TV 4K. Audio and video. After the 2021 Apple TV 4K added 6 tips 4K HDR content support, the change is great for sports fans. There wasn't much left to do, except for, one little video standard, HDR10 Plus. Available on all the Fire TV sticks and Cube, including the $29 Fire TV Stick Lite and Roku's as cheap as the Roku Express 4K Plus, was not included in the tweet. The big difference with HDR10 Plus support is the fact that this standard uses metadata to make HDR more fine-tuned and optimized based on the content on the screen. Amazon Prime Video has used HDR10 Plus in its content since December. SIRI remote. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Apple's kept that adage this year. After fixing its Apple TV remote last year, it hasn't changed the remote at all this year. While some on our team may not like the touchpad elements that have remained, claims of it's too sensitive have emerged, and except for one way. The SIRI remote in the Apple TV 4K 2022 charges via USB-C instead of now. The only currently sold Apple devices with Lightning are the iPhones, all AirPods, and the 9th Gen iPad. Outlook. We love the Apple TV 4K, but have always said the 2021 model's $179 price tag was far too rich for most people's blood. Now, the Apple TV 4K 2022 may fix that, and that price is, I think, it's better. This $129 price tag, though, is still over twice as much as the excellent Roku Streaming Stick 4K, and $30 more than the even better Roku Ultra. The new Apple TV other performance and picture quality improvements may be neat for those who have cash to burn, but the audience for upgraders feels limited. The 2021 Apple TV 4K was always fast, and since the Apple TV 4K is still far from cheap, we doubt this year's model will bring many owners of the most recent model back to the shopping cart. We are going to end this video right away. If you have any query or information to share, please leave a comment below. Thanks for watching.